Welcome everybody, welcome back. Firementic Adventure 17. It's Matt, that firefighter, paramedic guy. I am that guy. Welcome to the Ticket Transportation Center here at the gateway to the Magic Kingdom. I decided we'd do the intro here just for something a little different, but it is time for another installment of Rope Drop Ridiculousness, featuring the Tomorrowland Speedway. I saw a few comments on my other vlog where we did the Swiss Family Treehouse, or the Swiss Family Treehouse, if you want to call it that, by its original name. A lot of people really liked that video and it was very well received. It brought back a lot of nostalgia for a lot of you. I'm glad that you all liked that video, and it looks like we may be on the right track with a little series here. So I thought we'd continue it this time with the Tomorrowland Speedway, because face it, not a lot of people are racing at Rope Drop to ride the Tomorrowland Speedway. Just not happening. We're featuring that attraction today because I saw in the comments of the Swiss Family Treehouse video, there were a few people mentioning the Tomorrowland Speedway in the comments. I thought, well, let's add that one into the next Rope Drop Ridiculousness video. So we are on our way to Magic Kingdom by my favorite walkway. So once we arrive at Magic Kingdom, we're gonna head on over to Tomorrowland, where we'll enter into the Tomorrowland Speedway queue, and then we'll board our Tomorrowland Speedway car and we'll head for a race around the track. And if time permits and it's not too terribly busy, we'll do it twice, just like the Swiss Family Treehouse. So welcome again everybody to another installment of Rope Drop Ridiculousness featuring the Tomorrowland Speedway. As we like to say, you know what time it is. It's boost the asses time. Welcome everybody. I am here at the Tomorrowland Speedway for another installment of Rope Drop Ridiculousness. Yes, we are rope dropping the famous Tomorrowland Speedway, which has been here since the very first day at Magic Kingdom. It used to be a lot longer than it is now. It was way, way bigger than it used to be, but over the years they've shortened it because of various construction projects. If I can find a picture of how it used to be compared to now, it blow your mind how big this speedway used to be. So like we did with the Swiss Family Treehouse, we are rope dropping the Tomorrowland Speedway. We're gonna have some fun today. If the lines aren't too terribly long, we'll try to get 2 rides in on it. We're just gonna have some fun. So let's go. Let's rope drop the Tomorrowland Speedway. 20 minutes. Keep in mind the park just opened a little bit ago. So we're gonna time this. I got my stopwatch on. We're gonna see how long this actually takes. Now remember, this goes to the merge point, not to when you board the cars. That's how they measure the times here. So this is the merge point right here. That's where they measure the wait times too. It still though wasn't bad. I mean, it said 20 minutes and not even 10 minutes. So, I mean, not terrible at all. Disney could also make this speedway a lot better experience by doing what Dollywood did. If you've ever been to Dollywood and rode the antique cars or whatever it's called, the Rockin' Roadway, I think, once you get to a certain point down here near the load platform, the cars enter onto a conveyor belt, and that belt slowly moves the car through the load and unload, and basically, kind of like the Rip Ride Rocket, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike and all that, the trains move through the station slowly, people get on and off, and then you don't have to worry about people worrying about stop and going. The conveyor belt takes them through, and then when it gets out of the station, it dumps the car off the conveyor belt, and then you're on the road and you're ready to hit the gas and go. That would make this so much more efficient. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Number 2. Let's see what car we're gonna get. Oh, it looks like we're gonna get number 80. All right, ladies and gents, here we go. For those of you that recommended this in the comments, this is for you. Daryl Waltrip, take it away.
It's showtime. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Ooh, let's go racing today, boys.
All right, welcome everybody to the Tomorrowland Speedway. Kind of like the Swiss Family Treehouse, I'm gonna try to keep my yap shut. Just enjoy the sights and sounds of the Tomorrowland Speedway.
though, you know what the ultimate challenge of riding this would be? You would need 2 people because you'd have to have both hands. Somebody to hold the camera and somebody to drive, but see if you could make it all the way around this track and not slap the center rail. May have to try that one day. Yeah, this thing's like the General Lee in Dukes of Hazzard. It's got a shit ton of play in the steering wheel. Time to let the car drive us. Ready? Here we go. Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. Oh, I want to go that way. Oh, my goodness. Oh, this is called the self-made chiropractor. Incoming! Ah! Oh, good one. If you hold the gas pedal just right, you can take the hill brake off, and you'll let yourself roll backwards. Look at that. Whoops. My fault. Ah! I got rear-ended. Morgan and Morgan! What the hell's that number? My neck! Oh, my neck! All right. Well, that was a fantastic time. Y'all like that? I had a good time. Let's see if there's not that many people in line, because they are starting to move people through pretty quick. If it's a pretty low wait, what do you say we ride it again, huh? One more time on the Speedway. Oh yeah, look at this. Down to 5 minutes. Let's take another turn on the Tomorrowland Speedway.
Permanezcan sentados con el cinturón de seguridad bien ajustado. Mantengan las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo y por favor, cuiden a sus niños. Para impulsar su auto, simplemente aprieten el pedal con el pie. Para detenerse, quiten el pie del pedal.
Do what that guy said. Here we are, number 7. We're gonna have a little bit different vantage point this time. Man, I feel bad for a couple of these cast members here. They, one of them really got onto one of these idiot people driving these cars. Basically, they were coming into this, into the on and offload area, and his family behind this one car just rammed this car. They were pushing them down the track, and she's like, "Would you freaking stop?" All right, we got number 59 this time. All right, we got the steering wheel on the correct side this time. Let's go.
Once again, Darrell Waltrip, get us started.
It's showtime. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Ooh, let's go racing today, boys.
All right, round number 2 on the Tomorrowland Speedway. This car's a little bit faster than the one we had on that track there. All right, let's let the car drive a minute. Ready? Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, let's see if we can bark the tires. Yeah! So if you make sure there's nobody behind you. But if you're riding these, you just let up off the gas real quick. Yeah, you can bark the tires a little bit. Won't be long, they'll be decorating the speedway for Christmas time. That one you all definitely have to see. That's a pretty cool event when they decorate this. We're gonna be passing lap traffic here. All right, let the car do the steering here. Ready? Here we go. We're in the moguls. Car here. Hold on. Ah! Whoa! What the hell? The gas is on the right-hand side there, folks. Right-hand side. There you go. If we were going any slower right now, we'd be going backwards. Well, there you go. 2 rounds on the Tomorrowland Speedway. Heck yeah. Rope Drop Ridiculousness. And in case you don't want to ride Tomorrowland Speedway, you want to watch, you do have a spectator stand right here. And you go to the right of the main entrance, and there's a stairway that leads up to that. We got a bit of a live streamer standoff here at the piano here on Main Street, USA. Got, what is that, Disney Parks with Love, I think it's Janelle. And then we got Ear to Ear Magic to the left. They're kind of like side-eyeing each other. It's a standard format for live streaming at Disney World. You got to go on the rides, you got to shove your face full of food, look at the merchandise, and watch the guy play piano. It's the same format every day. All right, I'm standing here out of the way. Far up this walkway, I about got my damn feet smashed by these electric scooters, man.
I'm gonna get into that in a future vlog. I'm about sick of these things. I wonder if this guy can play Hail Purdue. Man, he's gonna have to let them ivories cool off for a little bit when he's done. He got him smoked. I thought those two live streamers up there were kind of helping each other out, you know, kind of, you know, let's combine the live streams. Let's watch the guy play piano. No. The minute he was done and closed the lid on the piano keys, man, they both bolted in the opposite directions. They always say there's a lot of wars between the streamers, and you don't see it unless you actually witness it. And yeah, they very few of them actually will work together. I'm on my way out of the park. It's a little after 11 a.m. I kind of stuck around to just walk around, look at some merch and that. And yeah, remember they just got done telling us a few weeks ago how empty the parks were, and the parks are a tomb, they said. Yeah, those days are long gone. What people failed to tell everybody when they were doing that is that that's normally our slow season here. It has been for years, with the exception of roughly 2018, 2019, but it always is our slow season. But it's what was tickling the YouTube algorithm, so people went with it. And there were all kinds of various vlogs on it and live streams and podcasts about it. You know, some people claimed that the parks were empty. Others said, they're lying to you. It's not true. It's just the slow season, that's all, folks. And I'm not shilling for Disney. I'm just being realistic with you. As somebody that's been coming here regularly since 2016, these parks go through their highs and their lows. And, you know, from 4th of July onward, every year since 2020 has pretty much been a low part of the season. People don't want to deal with the storms and the intense weather with the heat and humidity and everything. They don't want to be at a theme park when it's 115 degrees in the shade with 90% humidity and it's raining and storming all day every day. They'd rather wait till now, later October. This has always been the busier time of year. So right on schedule, the crowds have returned. And they've returned after a major price increase, which is pretty interesting. Or which leads me to ask, where in the world do people get all of this extra money? You know, we're going to have to talk about that. We're going to have to do a vlog or a sit-down podcast about that, because if you go through the YouTubes, if you scour the YouTubes, you can find tons and tons and tons of vlogs, and they hit the algorithm correctly. They'll get hundreds of thousands of views, you know, and it's the same thing every day. People can't afford to live. People are going bankrupt. People are losing their homes. People can't afford this. They can't afford that. They can't afford life. Every place is vacant. People aren't traveling anymore. And then you have this. So what's really going on? Are people just avalanching themselves into so much credit card debt that one day this whole thing is going to fall like a house of cards and we're going to enter into a depression unlike we've never seen before? Or is it all an illusion? You know, it could be just like the classic rock band Styx, their famous song called Welcome to the Grand Illusion. It could be just a grand illusion. It's still early yet, so we have to take the resort monorail back to the Ticket Transportation Center. But look at this. It's another monorail just let out. The parks are empty, they claimed. Nobody's here. How many of these people plan vacations because of those videos? And they're walking into this going, what the hell, man? But with a video camera, even a live stream done right, you can make things look however you want them to look. Look at this. I could start the camera up going, look at this. I'm here at Magic Kingdom. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. There's nobody here. It's all about the grand illusion. But no, that back there was not an illusion. That was a very busy day here at Magic Kingdom. Can you believe it? In about another week and a half will be the very last Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party on Halloween night. And then it will be November 1st, and we'll get to see the Halloween to Christmas crossover. I'm going to bring that to you all so you all can see how this works. It's a pretty neat process. I will say though, it's not as good as it used to be in the past, where November 1st everything would be up. Disney's a little delayed now post 2020, just like with everything else that they've kind of slowed way down on or kind of half-assed, but it's still a neat process. Some decorations though should be up on November 1st. Disney though this year needs to work fast, because the very first Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is actually November 7th.
and that's when the Christmas season officially gets started here at Walt Disney World. So they don't have a lot of time to be messing around. They got to get the parks decorated and quickly. So hopefully this year we'll see a little bit more of a difference with the parks being decorated a lot quicker, and hopefully there'll be a lot more decorations out on November 1st. But I've already got it planned, so those of you who have never seen this crossover before, you're going to be in for a treat, because I'll be here on the 31st. I'm not going to the Halloween party. I refuse to pay the money for that ridiculous party anymore. But we'll be here during the day or in the early morning. You can see how the park looks. And then I actually work Halloween night, so I'll be getting off work at 7 a.m. on the morning of November 1st. We will come right out here to the Magic Kingdom, and so we can see the transformation from Halloween to Christmas. Welcome back, everybody. Good to see you all. I hope you all enjoy the Tomorrowland Speedway on Rope Drop Ridiculousness. As I said before, let me know in the comments below what ride you would like to see featured in this series, and we'll go do that. And as I mentioned, it can be any of the 4 Magic Kingdom parks. It can be Universal, and it can be SeaWorld. Like I said, SeaWorld's mostly thrill rides, so there's not a lot of rides that people just generally avoid or they just don't know about. It's pretty common, you know, over there where everything is, and it's a smaller park. But you never know, there might be something one of you wants to see, and so we'll go do that. And also, as of right now, I can't do Epic Universe because every time I go there, it costs like $150, $160 for a day of admission. So I gotta pick and choose that one carefully until they add that to the Universal Annual Pass, and then we can do that as well. I will, though, get a ticket or two for the upcoming Christmas season because I really want to see Epic Universe decorated for Christmas. Universal did make the announcement they're going to decorate the center of the park, Celestial Park, as well as the new Wizarding World. Wizarding World Paris. So that should look amazing. I know Universal and Christmas, and they do it very well. They're starting to become better than Disney almost. That's hard to believe, but Universal is really stepping it up with the Christmas offerings and the decorations. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. And so we'll wrap it up here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for your likes. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for the support. We're getting close to 2,000. How about that, huh? Once we hit 2,000, we're going to go do something fun. Like I've said before, I really want to do either the indoor skydiving or the sky coaster in Kissimmee, the world's tallest. We're going to do something really cool when we hit that milestone. That's a big deal. You know, just a couple weeks ago, I was sitting at, 650 something, and now we're on the way to 2,000. We've got a lot of new members to this fire department family here. So welcome, everybody, if you're brand new. And to those of you who've been here a while, thanks for the support you give the channel. I couldn't do this without y'all. Your views are what keep this going. And as I've said before, as long as having this channel continues to be challenging, difficult, and fun, I will always do it. The minute it ceases to be challenging, difficult, and fun, then I'm done with it. I like the challenge of it. I like interacting with everybody. I just like, this is great. This really is. I never would have imagined that this would be as fun as it is. So thanks again for everything, everybody. I really appreciate it. I'll see you on the next one very soon. Have a great week, everybody. Thanks for watching. Fire Medic Adventures out. See ya.